What's up, y'all? It's Carla, aka Sila the Poet. Happy Thursday to everybody. How's things going with everybody? So I got my new T-shirt. Pictured on my T-shirt is a woman called Stagecoach Mary. Her name was Mary Fields. She was one of the first African American postal women. She used to go in a stagecoach and she used to deliver packages, parcels, messages, mail. And yeah, she was a cowgirl because, she used to carry a sawed off shotgun. She used to drink, smoke, and she didn't let nobody fuck with her, supposedly. She was, a very strong willed woman. And so, shout out to Stagecoach Mary. May she rest in peace. I just wanted to highlight one of the African American women. Even though it's, Black History Month is over, Black history never stops for me. Okay? I never stop learning about people from my culture and from my community. But anyway, so tonight I want to talk about the things that make me feel enraged. So, as a Afro-Latina Black woman, there are a lot of issues in this society that I have to deal with that piss me off. There are things that I have to deal with that make me angry, that make me feel enraged. Racism, I think, is the worst thing that makes me the most pissed off. This freaking caste system that places people in rungs and levels on the bottom or to the top, and how there are certain people that get more benefits, that get more privileges than others, and there are people that end up getting oppressed and getting the short end of the stick. Okay? And so things like that, the inequality, the wrongdoing, the unequal ways in which certain individuals are treated by this society, by law enforcement, by the government, it just sickens me. Things that piss me off when the women, in our society, when people commit femicide and take them out, whether because they left an abusive relationship or they spoke out about women's rights. I just get sick of hearing about sisters that end up being fallen because of violent men or because of violent people. It's really, really sickening. I get sick and tired of people who choose to misunderstand me when I know who the hell I am and I know who I'm not. And there are people who want to see me a certain way and they choose to misunderstand me, and I have no, I have no pleasure in, or I have no patience to try to sit there and try to explain to somebody what it is, when they're not trying to see what it is. Okay? Another thing that pissed me off, I came home the other day, from an event, and I get into the building and some damn moron had sprayed mace in the air, and there were a couple of people fighting in the staircase. We saw them through the window fighting in the staircase. So me and a couple of people walked to the elevator, and we end up being overcome by the mace that had been sprayed in the air. So we there coughing, our throats is tight, itchy. Stuff like that pisses me off. If y'all want to fight, take that shit outside. Take it outside. Y'all want to fight, go and rent a boxing ring and go fight over there. It's like you're making the environment messed up for other people. Take that crap outside, okay? Another thing that pisses me off, this manosphere rhetoric, this red pill BS pisses me off. Okay, the mindsets of some of the men of this generation, not all, but some. The vilifying of single mothers. Okay? There are some single mothers that didn't ask to be put in that situation. There are some single mothers that dated somebody, okay? They didn't have a prison record, okay? They presented a certain side of themselves, and that person, they accepted that part of themselves. They presented their representative. And so when you get locked in with this person, then they decide to take the mask off. They get comfortable and they take the mask off. And then you realize that whoever you were dating before, or you were not, you were in relationship with, is not really that person. There are people that are master deceivers. There are people that can really fool you. There are people that can act real so good that they should receive an Academy Award. And this is the case for some women. We date somebody, we give them our love, we give them our energy, we give them our time, our loyalty, and they fuck us over. Or they end up abusing us, or they end up cheating, or they end up doing whatever. And then we end up getting blamed because we should have chosen better. How about if men be better so that we can choose better? How about that? Okay? Why don't you take the opportunity to go to therapy, deal with your own stuff, heal your own traumas, become better men so that we as women have better choices to choose from? How about that? Okay? We want to choose well. Okay? But if you're going around wearing a mask, it's kind of hard to do that. If you're going around lying about who you are and what your intentions are, it's kind of hard to do that. Okay? So I get pissed off about the vilification of single mothers. Y'all blame the people, the parent that decides to be responsible to stay there and to take care of the children and raise the generation, okay? When the truth is, sometimes y'all dudes don't want the responsibility, okay? The only thing you don't want to do is pay child support. You don't want the responsibility, and you just want to be free, and you want to be clear to do whatever you want to do. And it doesn't work like that. But I get pissed off of hearing the vilification and the disrespect of single mothers when y'all should be giving them their flowers for raising that child, for bringing it into the world. They could have, did a termination, but they didn't. And they decided to raise the child. Your legacy, your DNA on the earth. They chose to allow that child to live, and they choose to take care of them. That's being responsible. Okay? So I just get pissed off at the violence. I get pissed off at the pettiness. I get pissed off at racist politics or politics that's uninformed. People, they choose these political platforms and they have no idea what it is that they're really supporting. Okay? Or they make excuses for supporting things that are harmful and detrimental to certain communities and certain groups of people. Okay? There's no justification. If you are supporting a policy that is harming other people, you are in the wrong. That's it. You're in the wrong. If it's leading to genocide, if it's leading to people dying, if it's leading to prejudice, if it's leading to discrimination, if it's leading to evil, wickedness, I don't care if you want to try to use a religion to try to justify your politics. It ain't right. And I get tired of these people just trying to give excuses. There are no excuses for supporting things that harm your fellow man. All right, so that's part one of the things that make me angry and the things that enrage me. Peace.